Data mapping, the most important exercise, the foundation of privacy, assessments, deployment, the purpose. Why? It's the personal data that you are handling and you need to know where it is. Right? What if that goes wrong? What if you have wrong information with you? Welcome to my YouTube channel where you regularly see new content on data privacy, and as suggested, we are going to talk about what happens when data mapping goes wrong. Data mapping is the most important thing because until you know what data you have and how is it flowing around your organization, how do you build the remaining paraphernalia? You are storing it on a file server which is encrypted, very good. Your database storage are encrypted, very good. How does it matter if that encrypted storage has access with the wrong person? He can pull out data with his access, and that's it, right? So you need to understand what data you have and what is the data flow. Because if you know the flow correctly, you can set the access part also correctly, and access part is just one example, right? Data flow is far beyond that. Starting point is for everyone, every organization, every business thinks I'm doing a structured business. I'm doing correct. My systems are mapped, my flows are well defined, and my documentation is absolutely ready. There's absolutely no issues around. It has to be, because if that is not there, then there's no business. You can't be doing a business without knowing what data you have, without knowing how is it working. But since now you are categorizing a particular type of data, please do revisit and do the data mapping again. You live with the assumption that the data flow is correct. Look at inputs, consider it's always complete, and you use it for decisions, which is, most of the decisions are correct or minor tweaking, it's fine. If that level was not achieved, then business was not there, right? Well, now you have to look beyond that. Now you have to look at personal data and its movement across your organization, not just professional data. The reality that realizes that the actual flows may be different. Why? Because the day you first did data mapping and now, there could be new changes in the processes, in the way you are working, in the data you are collecting, in the way you are utilizing data. So the actual flow might have deviated. So your cautions need to be updated. New flows, new paths not known to you. You are handling data manually and you do it many times. Shadow IT is a complete IT that gets created because of manual handling of data. And the movement of information across the organization is untracked. It's tracked by the document, not by the practice. Why mapping fails? Because you're doing it on your assumptions. You're not doing on the real understanding, involving business and learning from business as to how they're actually using it. You are just taking interviews and matching them with your documents. That is not what is data mapping. That is not what you are logically supposed to do with your assessments and reviews. You need to validate things. If there are exceptions, well, as I said in some of my earlier videos also, if there are exceptions is one thing, but if those exceptions keep getting repeated, why are not they are part of the process itself? Impact of a poor data mapping could lead you to complete failure. Your entire infrastructure, your entire controls, your entire governance, which might even need some cost, investments, everything would go wrong. Why? Because you have done assessment with wrong data, with the wrong assumptions. Your controls falls weak, and therefore, what about confidence? You may be visible to be confident, but not actually confident. What should change, therefore? You should validate the reality. You should observe workflows. You should cross check your inputs. And you should update your systems continuously. Keep reworking on that. Keep giving them new processes. If the exceptions are acceptable, put them in the process. And they are acceptable because you follow them many times. Let that be a process then. Change the way you are working so that you are able to handle the privacy better. Don't only look at privacy as a legal aspect, documentation and all. A lot of work requires to be done. Final insight, mapping defines everything. Mapping will define where is it coming from, where is it going. Inputs drive the outcomes, right? So if you don't have a good input, output could definitely have challenges. Accuracy is very, very important, and reality is another thing that matters more than anything else. So that's about the importance of having done data mapping correctly. Everything with respect to privacy is based on the basic data. So be very, very careful about it. I hope you like the content of the video. Please press the bell and the like icon, subscribe to my channel. And if you think you and your organization need any help in data mapping, risk assessment, DPIAs, privacy reviews, any services around privacy, please let me know. My phone number and my email ID are there in the description below. Thank you.